Welcome guys, it's Lauren96, and I'm here to bring you guys another toy review. Now today I'm going to be reviewing a very, well, not really special, but just a cool figure for me. And I'm going to put in the title that it's a mystery for right now, and then after a while I'll change it to what his name is. And I mentioned that I got him over the weekend in this guy's review. No, it's not going to be him. I'm not going to do the same exact review again. Sorry. Just being weird. Anyway. Enough having you guys wait. Here he is. Kingsaurus 3 from Ultraman Jack. Now this guy is pretty cool and he's very obscure. He's an Ultraman Jack monster that hasn't got a lot of attention, unfortunately, and yeah, I picked this guy up because of Goji73's review, and I really like the look of the monster and just the concept, and he said he was really rare, which he is, and I found him for like $15, so I picked him up. I didn't want to let him out of my sights, so yeah, I'm very happy to have him, and I'm happy to review him. Now, I don't have his tag because he was pretty cheap, so I'll just get straight to his history. So, as I said before, he's a one-time monster. And, again, I really don't know his full episode, because I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's a two-parter or not, but all I know is that he was, like, some dinosaur, as he kind of looks like it. And he came out of, like, well, from the underground or something, I'm not too sure. And he started just walking around and, I guess, causing havoc. So then Jack appeared, and he tried to fight him, but this guy's big advantage is he can, like, has powers to deflect all the attacks from the Ultras, which is really unique because not that many monsters have a lot of powers that can just stop Ultras attacks. Unless you're this guy who has a body made out of that, but whatever. So eventually he beat Jack like most monsters, and Jack flew away. So then, I really don't know what happened between that, because, again, I've just said this like a million times that I haven't seen the full episode, but basically Jack comes back, and he, like, recalls the last battle, and he thinks what he thinks is the main power of Kingsaurus 3, which is his horns, right there. So basically Jack destroys the horns, and Kingsaurus 3 is powerless, and basically Jack just kicks his ass. And that's his history. Yeah, very brief for a monster that's as cool as this, but that's just my thought and my opinion. So I'll just get on to detail. Now, detail on this guy, he's an old vintage figure and he's hard vinyl, so yeah, he doesn't have outstanding detail, but it looks pretty just fine. It looks okay. Not saying it's the best detail in the world, but it looks great. The front view of the head looks really... He looks like he has a huge head. But I remember his neck, I thought was a lot longer, but... Oh well. And I know the horns should be a little bit longer, but I don't really mind at all. Got the nice spine that shines. He just like... It looks like he's a really dark black, probably in the video, but he's a lot like a dark blue with silver. So, yeah. Now I'll get on to sizing. Since I don't have Jack, here is the only Ultra that I have, and you guys have to get used to him. Ultraman. Now I don't believe this is too accurate. I think it's okay, but I think he should be about that big, because I remember when they were, like, standing here, Kingsaurus 3 was, like, that big, because a lot of times Jack will just fight him away, because he just keeps shooting powers at him, and he would deflect them in the flashbacks and stuff, so, yeah, I believe Kingsaurus 3 should be a little bit bigger, but for a four-crawling monster, it's not bad. Now let's get another obscured monster, Hydra. Yeah, this is a little bit better. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Again, I think he should be a bit bigger, but I'm always picky with this stuff, so. But yeah, it looks cool. So you make this very obscure turkey fight this very obscure dinosaur. And now let's pull out 2 Jack monsters. Black King and Gudon. Yeah, this is the deadly trio I was talking about in his review. These 3 would just totally annihilate Jack and just beat the living hell out of him if all 3 of them fought him. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. That'd be a pretty cool trio. Just these 3 fighting, beating everyone up. He just looks so small and minuscule, but I don't mind. Get these guys out of here. And of course, let's compare him to who else? Godzilla. Now this looks a lot better. Since this guy is small and hunched, this looks a lot more accurate. Yeah, this looks really good. Okay. Sorry about that. I stalled. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll get on to articulation. It's very limited because you can see doesn't look like he can move much. The arms move like this. I don't think they can move 360 because of the body. And he's very stiff. Because this is an old rare figure to get. Yeah, very, very stiff. And there's no tail articulation because there's no tail seam. But there is a head seam, and mine is a little bit broken. So I can, shake his head back and forth. So he can go like that. He can be looking that way. Or that way. So yeah. I don't want to move that too much because this is a really old figure. Yeah, articulation, he's got 5 points. One that's half, so 4.5. Which is actually pretty decent for a 4-legged monster. And yeah, as Goji73 mentioned, he actually is standing on all 4. Unlike, let me grab someone. Skydon here, who has his leg bent, he actually is standing on 4. So yeah, I'll just compare these 2. Yeah, Skydon's too small. Which was really unique, and I kind of want to know how they did it, because it looks really good. Yeah, but anyway, enough about staring at his wondrous 4-legged feet. Onto paint job. Now, paint job is really basic. It's as I said before, he's basically a really dark blue. I mean, a really dark blue with some silver highlights, on the head. There's a lot of silver on the head, but if you look from there, it looks black or dark blue, and up there it's silver. And then he's got the silver horn, which is a little wear on mine. Not that one as much. And then, as I said before, he's got the all silver fin, which looks great. Mine doesn't have as much paint wear as you know who does. As I have said his name countlessly, and I gotta stop referencing other people because that just seems unprofessional. But who am I talking about? Professionality? Why does it matter? It's frickin' toys, or figures, or however you want to say it. But anyway, yeah, I think that's basically his history. Yeah, as I've said, he's a really obscured monster, so there's not a lot of talk about him, but he's just one of those, big monsters because he's actually defeat Jack, which isn't surprising because countless other monsters have. Because Jack is just, I don't know. I don't know if it's the monsters that are stronger, if they would be able to beat Ultraman, or if it's just Jack. I think it's just Jack because no other Ultras really have lost to that many monsters. But enough talking about how weak Jack is. Alright, I'll wrap all this up. So, history is, as I said, really brief. He also made an appearance in the Ultraman for the PS2 video game as one of the levels where you're Jack, which is pretty cool. And there's where you can see an accurate sizing, and you can also see it in the episode, so. Paint job is basic. It's nothing too special. In some spots, they kind of went a little too silver, like his head, but that's not bad. but in other spots it looks pretty nice. Articulation's decent. I mean, at least there's a few points. He doesn't even look like he'd be able to move at all, so that's good. Scaling is iffy. He's only a little bit off, but yeah, I'm not going to say that's a big deal. And detail is pretty decent for an old vintage figure. When was this thing released? 1989, that's what I think it says. So yeah, this is a really old molded figure. So anyway, I am going to give him... I'll just give him a 4 out of 5. Basic. So yeah, he's a really nice figure. He's definitely owned for Ultraman Jack fans because, he's one of the few, like Gudon here, who can beat Jack, which isn't surprising. But I gotta stop talking about Jack, even though Jack is the only thing he appeared in. Blah. So yeah, 4 out of 5. He's really cool. Definitely recommend him. He's really rare. I don't know if he's super rare, but I know he is rare because he's an old mold. As I said, he was made in 1989, and he's just vintagey, which is why I want to pick him up because he's so unique and cool. So yeah, again, I recommend him for hardcore Jack fans or really hardcore fans of four-legged monsters, I guess. I don't know about you Godzilla fans because you already have Anguirus, so I don't know if you want another four-legged guy who's small. But anyway, actually the funny thing is when I got in the mail, I expected him to be like this big because I thought he was going to be really small, but he's actually pretty dang bigger than I thought. But whatever. Again, 4 out of 5, and I hope you guys enjoyed this mystery review. And I will see you guys later where I get to, I think I only have King Pandan left. So yeah, he's the last guy on my collection update. And then I'll get to whatever I feel like it. No, wait, I have Gudon. Excuse me. I've got this big lug of sexiness who's not sexy at all. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys next time. Kingsaurus 3.